Hi, my name is Chris, and I'm a weaver and beginning weaver instructor. I grew up in a family of very creative people. My grandmother was a home ec teacher, and my mom was an elementary teacher. My Aunt Laura owned a craft store, so I was always surrounded by really creative people. Grew up really just always making things, always something with your hands, like craft was important. We made Christmas gifts, all of that kind of stuff. After college, I got a job in the corporate world doing the design part of it. The corporate job was fine, but I just didn't love it. Like, it just wasn't doing it for me. So I thought, well, I really just want to make things. I just want to make stuff with my hands. And took a weaving class completely randomly. I had tried other fiber things before, but it was the first time I had tried weaving. And it was love at first sight. It was really, I just remember sitting there at the loom thinking, I could do this all day long. And so a couple years after I took my first class, I jumped ship from the corporate world and I moved to Indiana in with family and been weaving ever since. So today I'm sitting at a floor loom. This is a 36-inch wide, 4-shaft floor loom. These frames right in the middle here are shafts, and each one lifts and lowers, and they have their own set of yarns assigned to it. This piece here is the beater bar, which basically comes forward and back just to squish all the yarns appropriately. So what's so fun is that down below then I have pedals, which are called treadles, and each treadle is connected to the shafts. So that's part of how I'm always creating the pattern for whatever fabric that I'm working on. So today I have a crackle fabric that I'm working on, and I'm working with 2 shuttles. This is a boat shuttle, kind of looks like a canoe, right? And then this is a rag shuttle, and you'll notice that the yarn is wound directly onto this one versus this one has a little bobbin that just kind of unwinds from. But between the 2 shuttles then I can create this kind of complicated looking pattern. Here's what it looks like. I think what's so fun about weaving is that ultimately you're making fabric. No matter what your project is, you're making fabric, and I think that's just really magical. The teaching has been so much fun, I have to say, and I'm really, really loving it. Every week I create a video in my library. It's called A Handwoven Experience, is the whole series of videos, and they're hardly ever more than 7-8 minutes, so it's a very short video. I take one tiny little topic and I break it down so that basically anybody can follow it. I try to really make sure that my beginners understand the terms and the techniques and all those kind of things. Like for me, any video that starts with, "This is a loom," is a good video. I really love that demographic, working with that person who's just starting out and is so excited and they just want to make all the things. That's really who I love to speak to, because weavers, when you think about it, they're almost always solo artists because you just don't take a loom with you very easily. So when you think about someone who's a weaver, you're probably in your house by yourself. You might be able to travel somewhere to take a class, but for the most part, so much of the learning that you're going to do is going to be in your own setting with your loom at your house. So this whole online vehicle has been just amazing because that's an easy way for me to reach them and help them get to their goals as a weaver. So it's been a game changer. What drives me is I know how weaving changed my life. I know that for me, when I sat down at a loom and I threw a shuttle, I thought, I am home, I have arrived, this is it for me. And if there's any way that I can share that with someone else and help them just be introduced to that, is talk about a thrill, talk about an amazing opportunity. If I can share a couple things that makes it easier for them to get into it, that's a huge win.